Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon. Welcome if you are new. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're watching my video. Today we are going to be waxing my brows at home. I'm going to show you how I do that using the Nads at Home waxing gel pen. I'm not sure the exact name. I'll link it below or have it pop up here, but because I've already opened my kit. It comes with these three things. It comes with the pen with the gel, and it has an applicator on it, so you just twist up, the gel comes out, and you put it on, or wax, I guess. It comes with cleansing wipes, and then it also comes with linen strips that you use to actually wax off the hairs. So I always wax my brows at home. This is something I've done the last few years now. My brows really aren't that crazy, at least in my opinion, they're not. And I don't feel like I need to pay to have someone wax my brows. Honestly, they never do a better job than I do, at least everywhere I've gone. So I've just learned to do it myself, and I wax or I pluck in between so that I don't have to wax so often. And that seems to work for me. So if you kind of have the same thing where your brows really don't get that crazy and you feel like you could do it at home, stay tuned and finish this video and I'll show you how I wax my brows. Now, in addition to the kit, I also like to have a few other tools in front of me. I like to have a spoolie brush to brush my brow hairs, some nail scissors so that I can just trim the tops of my hairs, and also some tweezers in case there are any stray hairs that I didn't get with the waxing. So I have been growing my brow hairs out. I'm sure you can see here there's some craziness and the ends, and they're not too terrible. They're really not. It's just getting a little out of hand for me, so I want to make this video. I always do inside, under my brows, and then I trim the tops. So stay tuned, we will do that. I did just get out of the shower. I like to do this after I get out of the shower because the steam from the shower opens up all those hair follicles, and so it's not as painful. And I feel with this pen, it's virtually pain-free. It doesn't make my eyes water really at all. So I really like it. It's really inexpensive. You can get it at Walmart, Target, wherever. I think it's under $10. And you can use it several times. There's a lot of product in there, and they give you a lot of those linen strips that you can actually wash and reuse. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the cleansing wipe and just brush this out. It just looks like a moist towelette. I'm just not unfolding mine yet. Brush those hairs out. Make sure you get them all clean. And then I go in with my spoolie brush and brush them up because we want to expose all those crazy hairs that we need to get rid of. Okay, so then I just make sure I have a linen strip out. Take that lid off the pen. It just has a plastic applicator, and there is a hole where the product comes out. So we're just gonna twist it up till we get some product. You see that? And we're gonna start over here on this brow where I have those stray hairs, and we're just gonna concentrate it on the end where I have those stray hairs. Do you see that? And then I'm just gonna press down firmly with the linen strip and push down, and I go with the hairs when I press down. Just make sure it's really in there. It's got a hold of those hairs, and then just pull it up. And this is gross, but can you see the hairs in there? It gets it. It gets it, and it looks good, and it's smooth. So I really like this. I think it works really well. It doesn't hurt. Let's go ahead and do the other side on that tail. Like I said, can you see that? I'm really not close to my brows. I'm just concentrating on where those stray hairs are. And now I'm just gonna use the other side of that strip. I mean, you really don't have to be that conservative with these because you can wash and reuse them. I'm just lazy and don't want to wash as many. So really press it down firm and yank it off. And there we go. There's more brow hairs, you see? Can you see? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you want to see, but there we go. So you can already tell that they're looking a little bit better. They're just cleaned up. Let's get rid of this towel. It's driving me nuts. Okay. So you see where we're at. There's still a little bit of crazy going on here. But this side's looking pretty good. So now I'm just gonna clean up here and in my unibrow. This stuff is just like really sticky. Sometimes you have to twist it up a few times to get enough product, but I don't have a problem with it really being left behind. I will use the cleansing wipe to get any residual So I just go in, make sure I'm getting those edges of my brows and then the middle. And then press firmly. I mean, seriously, press firmly. And like I said, I like to go with the grain, if you will, of my hairs, the way that they're growing. Let's pull down. Now let's pull up. Let's pull up. So we got a couple. There really wasn't a lot going on in here. So far, it's looking a lot better. I'm just going to brush up my hairs again so we can see where we're at. And then I'm going to brush them this way. Okay, to see all those, do you see all these crazy hairs over here? We want to get rid of that. And all these that are sticking up all willy-nilly. So that's where the scissors come in. Be very careful if you're going to do this step. It definitely takes practice. You don't want them to look crazy. So we're just going to go in and trim up those loose hairs that are just looking a little willy-nilly. And if you have any really stray ones, let's get rid of them. Like this one right here, it's just all sorts of willy-nilly. And I comb through them a lot because I really want them, you know, to be as clean and precise as possible. So I will do this a lot. And then we'll go in up the arch. Just trim up any of those hairs. And now let's comb them out and see how everything's looking. Okay. So that brow is looking a lot better, if you can see that. Now let's go over with this one with the scissors and just trim up the tops. Okay. Comb them out. Okay, now I think I want to just clean up down here just a little bit more. And firmly press it down. You get the gist. And pull it away, and we got a few more hairs. So this really does not hurt at all. Honestly, it feels like taking a band-aid off, only even not as painful as that. So that's why I really like this kit, because it really is pain-free. Just going in and trying to get any of those residual stickies, and I'm getting a few threads there, but that's okay because we will get them to wipe away. Use this cleansing wipe now to get rid of some of that sticky. And then we'll see where we're at again and reassess the situation. And I feel like this unibrow area right here is a little bit crazy, but instead of waxing, I'm gonna pluck it so I have more of that control. And I can really get rid of those hairs that I want to. Okay, and we'll brush again. Now I am feeling pretty good about how these are looking. Let's go ahead and fill them in and see where we're at with that. I have my L'Oreal Brow Stylist pen here. This is not something I use every time, it's just what I have in front of me, so that's what we're gonna use. And this will be a really great way to tell if I have the shape that I want and I didn't miss any crazy hairs. Just gonna kind of give myself that shape that I'm looking for. And then I do have my Milani brow kit that I'm gonna fill in with some powder. So I'm gonna use my Milani Brow Fix. I mix the two shades together when I do this. Now I am not a brow expert and I do not claim to be. I know brows are such a big trend right now and so important, and I do agree that having nice clean brows can really make or break a look, you know? But at the same time, I don't like the trend of like the heavily drawn on, super thick, you know, pomade-y. That's just not the kind of look that I'm going for. I like it to look much more natural. And honestly, I know everyone says, oh, brows take me the longest. Brows don't take me the longest because I don't really try that hard. Maybe I should, but I just don't because I just don't really care. I get them to look good enough, but I really don't focus that hard on them. I don't enjoy doing my brows, and I don't really feel like I said, like they're that bad to begin with. So I really maybe only spend a minute or two on my brows. So this is the finished product now that they are all filled in. I hope you can see that. I'll try to put in like a before and after of them if I can manage to do that. I should have taken a picture. I'm not sure why I didn't. But you can see here, I really got underneath and got that cleaned up on both sides, and this is a lot cleaner now that I've trimmed the tops of those hairs. So I hope you can tell that that was really easy, virtually pain-free, and really inexpensive. Like I said, this little kit, I mean, it's under $10. I can guarantee you that. I'm not exactly sure if it's $8 or $9, but it's 100% under $10. I know it. And I have purchased this several times, and I really, really enjoy it. I think it does a great job at home. As long as you're careful and you take your time, you can get a really great result with this. So let me know down below if you also wax your brows at home, or if you would never ever wax your brows at home and you have to go out and do that. I understand that too. I feel like it gave me a pretty nice look. Let me know down below if you like that, or if you think I did a terrible job. I mean, tell me, because hello, feedback is good. I need to know if really this is terrible and I should never ever wax them again. So let me know either way if you think this is an awesome hack or a terrible one. In my opinion, it is awesome. I do really like it. I will probably continue to do this unless you all tell me down below that my brows look like poo and I should never ever touch them myself again. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye guys.